Hi, my name's Makasi, and today we have a fun test. So, as you and I both know, yes, you, me, you and I, right here, you, me, two eyes, right here, eyes contact, right here. You know, fashion, especially high fashion. For centuries, people have used their clothes to reflect their wealth and their status. Thus, in turn, your status and your wealth give you the privilege to buy the latest clothes, to buy the best clothes that you can on the market. From brands like Rick Owens, Margiela, Balenciaga, Celine, Marni, Y Project, Junior, Comb, Yoji, Bodhi. Most of the items from these brands are very expensive. And while 99% of the people in the world wear what can they afford, I want to ask you, how privileged are you? Fashion wise. You know, it's hard to answer, right? Like what's the threshold? Like how much you gotta spend to say that you have fashion privilege? What items do you have to own to say you have fashion privilege? What brands must you own? How many items from each brand must you own to say that you have fashion privilege? You know, it's pretty hard to measure. Psych, bitch. Here's the test. Let's do it. Welcome to my privilege quiz, my fashion privilege quiz or test, whatever I call it. I'll play along with you guys. I'll put my score up on the top here or on the bottom here, and it's you want to have the least amount of points as much as possible. So, oh, by the way, this is in no way a ripoff of Jack's film. Like, I repeat, this is a totally, completely original idea. Again, this is not a ripoff of Jack's film privilege test, quiz, whatever he called it. I don't know. I never seen it. Do you follow more than 5 pages on Instagram that post fit pics? Give yourself 15 pp. By the way, PP stand for privilege points, so save that in your head. Do you follow the latest trends? Give yourself 50 pp for that, you privilege hoe. Who do you identify as in the Antwerp Six? Whatever answer you give, whether it's Dries Van Noten, whether it's Anne, give yourself 50 pp because you know who the Antwerp Six are. Is Martin Margiela part of the Antwerp Six? Did you answer yes? If you did, you're a dumbass. If you smugly smile and say, I know Martin was just an honorary member, give yourself 50 pp, you fashion nerd. This is some deep fashion shit you gotta look into to know this fact. So give yourself 50 pp. Do you have a full body mirror? Give yourself 15 pp, you bitch. I know you take fit pics with those. Do you take pics in front of construction sites? Do you take pics in front of old buildings? Do you work hard while never actually lifted a hammer in your life? Add 100 pp to that score. Do you own anything from this brand? Give yourself 30 pp right now because that's very expensive and your privilege is showing. Do you know who this is? You do? Give yourself 10 pp right now. Come on. Alright, now this is a bit more serious. Do you know what the term anti-fashion is? No point additive, but can you slide in my DM and tell me what it is? I kind of don't know. I've just been faking it in conversation just to get passed by, Are you a subscriber to this channel? You can minus 75 pp because you're supporting me on my path to getting that far-fetched sponsorship. This next question, it's a bit serious. So are you white? Give yourself 50 pp because All right, next question. Do you know who this is? You do, huh? Give yourself 100 pp right now because it tells me that you've seen Dior and I. On top of being interested in the clothing, you actually look up documentaries about clothing and you actually know who Peter is and you actually know that he was the star of that documentary and not Raph. Next one. Do you own any garments from any sustainable brands? Give yourself 100 pp, you rich slut. Most people, when they buy clothes, they don't care they don't care the environmental impact, all right? They just buy what they can because they need to clothe themselves, because society tells them that they need to clothe themselves. Did you know that Celine removed the accent years ago? Give yourself 10 pp because most people wouldn't notice that. It's a fucking accent. But most people, regular people, they don't notice that. Your privilege is showing, by the way. Do you read Vogue? Give yourself 5 pp because you read a magazine, an outdated magazine that's slowly losing its relevancy, losing its influence. I literally only go on there to watch collection, to look at collections. Like, I've never read one of their articles. Come on, okay. You really want me to read this article? This article? You don't think that's a waste of time? Do you follow meme pages on Instagram? Give yourself 250 pp, bitch, because on top of being interested in the clothes, you actually look at memes, who's making fun of your hobby, your interest. That's just some next deep level shit. That's like fourth dimension. It's actually embarrassing. Like, give yourself 5-minute time out. Like, go cry, go reflect on that. All right, this one is like a bit of a niche question. Most people wouldn't know this, or a few of you wouldn't know this. Are you a subscriber to the business of fashion? Can you share your account with me, because they have some amazing article. I would like to read along too, and learn more about the industry, please. Pretty please. All right, this next one. This next one's a bit serious. All right, let's focus, baby. Zoom in right now. Zoom in on my face right now. Have you ever made fun of someone because you know that they're wearing fakes? Give yourself 500 pp right now. Why are you trying to make fun of people? You don't know their life. You don't know their story. What if they can't afford the real thing? What if they just want to feel? What if they just want to feel included? You know what? On top of that, give yourself an extra 100 pp, you rich bitch. Come on. You're making fun of people. Why can't people just wear clothes like you and I? Who cares if it's fake? I mean, unless he's selling it, that's real. But if he's not, if he's just wearing it, like, come on, give yourself 50 more pp for that. This next question, it's gonna be a bit serious. Zoom in on my face right now. Let's get serious. Slowly zoom in right now. Are you here? Are you with me? All right. Were you born in a developed country, i.e. the United States, the UK, France, Belgium, Italy, Germany, Sweden, Norway, and you actively scream about sustainability and ridicule India, China, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines? Do you ridicule them for their lack of care about sustainability, about the fashion industry producing a lot of carbon emission, about the fact that fast fashion is mainly made in those countries? If you are, give yourself 1,000 pp right now, because you do not, I repeat, you do not get to scream at those countries for trying to do what your country did to become a developed country. You do not get to scream at these people. You do not. You know what? Instead of you guys listening to that 5-minute rant, here's an infographic. Right here. Focus. Right here. Focus. Don't look at me. Right here. Alright, this next one. Were you offended by this video? Give yourself 100 PV right now, because if you have the time, if you have 10 minutes, 15 minutes to watch this dumb video about fashion privilege, you're privileged. Alright, now, this is the last question. It's very serious. Zoom in on my face again right now. Come on. Come on, Makasi. Zoom in on my face. No? Alright, fine. Whatever. Still, focus. Listen. Alright? Do you actively think about how the clothing industry is actively making climate change worse? Like, forget all those points that you accrued? Alright, forget all those points that you accrued throughout this test, throughout this video. Just give yourself an F. Because regular people, they buy clothes that they can afford. They don't have time to think about fucking the clothing industry destroying the universe. They have to think about their bills, their utility, their rent, their car, their health insurance. Your privilege is showing. Come on, just get out of my face.